You sit down for a drink or two after a long week, fully planning to have a good night out or at least stay up to watch a movie. But within an hour, your eyelids are heavy, your energy has vanished, and the couch is calling. It happens to a lot of people, and most of them chalk it up to just being tired. But the mechanism behind why alcohol makes you sleepy is actually very specific, and once you understand it, you will also understand why the sleep that follows a few drinks is not the restorative kind your body actually needs. Let us start with what alcohol is doing inside your brain the moment you start drinking. Alcohol is a depressant. That word gets thrown around a lot, but what it actually means in physiological terms is that alcohol slows down your central nervous system by targeting the neurotransmitters that keep you alert and active. Specifically, alcohol acts on two key neurotransmitters, GABA and glutamate. GABA, which stands for gamma-aminobutyric acid, is an inhibitory neurotransmitter. It calms neural activity and promotes relaxation. Glutamate does the opposite. It is an excitatory neurotransmitter that keeps the brain stimulated and alert. Alcohol amplifies the calming effect of GABA while suppressing the stimulating activity of glutamate. The result is a nervous system that is being actively pulled in the direction of sedation. This is why, as you drink more, your reaction time slows, your motor functions become less precise, and your speech changes. Your nervous system is being chemically slowed down. And because this same mechanism is what happens when you take sedative medications, alcohol essentially puts your nervous system in a better position to fall asleep. The drowsiness is not incidental. It is a direct pharmacological effect of what alcohol does to your brain chemistry. But here's where it gets interesting, and where most people get it wrong. Falling asleep faster after drinking is not the same as sleeping well. The effects of alcohol on the brain also reduce how deeply you go into REM sleep. REM sleep, which stands for rapid eye movement sleep, is the stage most associated with cognitive restoration, emotional processing, and memory consolidation. It is the sleep that actually makes you feel rested. When alcohol is in your system, your brain cycles through sleep stages differently. You may fall asleep quickly, but the architecture of that sleep is disrupted. You get less REM, you are more likely to wake in the second half of the night as the alcohol metabolizes, and you often wake up feeling less restored than if you had simply gone to bed sober. So alcohol acts as a sedative going in and a sleep disruptor on the way out. That combination is why people who drink regularly before bed often report feeling perpetually tired, even when they are technically getting enough hours of sleep. Now, not all alcohol makes you sleepy at the same rate, and this is a detail that surprises a lot of people. Dark alcohols tend to cause a more pronounced feeling of sleepiness compared to lighter ones. Brandy, cognac, whiskey, and red wine all contain higher levels of compounds produced during the fermentation process called congeners. These are byproducts of fermentation that give dark alcohols their distinctive flavors and colors, but they also intensify the sedative effect. A study published in the British Medical Journal found that red wine specifically produced the highest level of tiredness among several tested alcohols. Lighter drinks like white wine, vodka, and tequila contain fewer congeners. So while they still have the same central nervous system depressant effect from the alcohol itself, the sleepiness tends to come on less quickly or intensely. This also explains why some people feel completely fine after 2 glasses of white wine, but are ready for bed after 1 glass of red. It is not just the alcohol content, it is what else is in the drink. So if you want to stay alert longer when you are drinking, what actually works? The most effective strategy is food. Specifically the right kind of food. Eating foods high in fiber and protein before and during drinking helps stabilize blood sugar and prevents it from crashing as the alcohol metabolizes. Blood sugar crashes are a significant part of why alcohol-induced tiredness hits so hard. When blood sugar drops rapidly, the brain loses one of its primary fuel sources and starts conserving energy, which registers as fatigue and mental fog. Fiber slows digestion and the absorption of alcohol, moderating the rate at which it enters your bloodstream. Protein is slow to digest and provides a steadier energy supply than simple carbohydrates. The foods most recommended for this purpose are lean proteins, eggs, fruits, and vegetables, rather than typical bar food like fried snacks or heavy bread, which tend to be high in refined carbohydrates and do not provide the blood sugar stability that helps maintain alertness. Drinking on an empty stomach accelerates all of the sedative effects significantly, because alcohol enters the bloodstream much faster when there is nothing in the stomach to slow its absorption. Hydration also matters considerably. Alcohol is a diuretic, meaning it increases fluid loss. Dehydration on its own causes fatigue, headaches, and reduced cognitive function. When you combine the dehydrating effect of alcohol with its central nervous system depressant action, the tiredness compounds, getting electrolytes and non-alcoholic fluid in alongside drinks slows dehydration and supports the body's ability to process alcohol more efficiently. Alternating alcoholic drinks with water is one of the most practical ways to reduce both the tiredness during a night out and the way you feel the next morning. The broader point is this: the sleepiness alcohol causes is not a sign that your body is relaxing in a healthy way. It is a sign that a depressant substance is actively suppressing your nervous system, and the sleep that follows is chemically altered in ways that reduce its restorative value. Understanding that distinction matters, especially for people who use a drink before bed as a way to wind down. It may help you fall asleep faster in the short term, but over time it is degrading the quality of the sleep that actually makes you feel recovered and alert the next day. If you find yourself regularly relying on alcohol to fall asleep, that pattern is worth paying attention to. The short-term sedation comes at the cost of the deep, restorative sleep your brain and body actually need. There is one more layer to this worth understanding, and it connects to why some people seem more sensitive to alcohol's sedative effects than others. Individual tolerance plays a significant role in how quickly the sleepiness hits. People who drink rarely tend to feel the sedative effects of alcohol much faster and more intensely than regular drinkers, because their nervous systems have not adapted to the presence of the substance. Regular drinkers often need more alcohol to feel the same effect, which is part of how tolerance develops. But that tolerance does not mean the sleep disruption disappears. Research consistently shows that even in people who drink regularly and no longer feel as sedated by alcohol, the REM suppression and sleep fragmentation continue. The body adapts to the sedation, but not to the underlying sleep architecture disruption. This means that people who have been using alcohol as a sleep aid for months or years are often in a position where they need the alcohol to fall asleep because their body has adapted to its presence, while simultaneously experiencing chronically reduced sleep quality because of what it does to REM cycles. It is a cycle that is worth interrupting, and understanding the mechanism is the first step to doing that. New videos every day covering the science behind how what you eat and drink affects your body and your sleep. Subscribe and stay with us.